what I read about you is that you think of yourself now as California sober. Like, please tell me what the fuck California sober is. What
I
is
saw
that?
the smile on your face like start to form, and it just made me so happy. All right. Well, so part of my process now is like not defining the parameters publicly because I don't feel like it's anybody's business but me and my treatment team. But it's a term that a lot of people use to identify this path of moderation with the help of some green plants. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And so green is the key word. And that's that.
Yeah, but it's such a loaded subject that even bringing it up, you have to kind of guard yourself from the way other people are going to perceive what you're doing, right?
I'm a celebrity and I guard everything I say. Even if I'm speaking my truth, I still have to guard it to some degree because I'm working so hard not to offend anyone,
I
you
get
know?
it.
So
Yeah.
it's like, yes,
Yeah.
but every aspect of my life is that way now.
Now, do you find that this green stuff makes you more relaxed in dealing with the anxieties of life, or like what's
Well, just, the green stuff is weed. We'll just like,
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I assumed.
Yeah, we'll just like call it what it is. Yeah, it's something that, you know, it helps. And it also like is something that you can use for different things. It helped me learn how to meditate at first. You know, it was a lot easier to smoke a little bit and then meditate than it was to just go in with just like the most clear mind. It helped me build a relationship with meditation to where I don't need it to meditate anymore. You know, there's benefits to it. And I think there's also just a sense of security in knowing that, that even if I'm having a bad night and I turn to that's not going to kill me.
Right.
You know,
I guess you get there without weed.
you can. You totally can.
Yeah.
I just found that like
Weed gets you there quicker.
yeah, just a little bit. And I just
It doesn't hurt you. That's the thing.
No.
It's like it doesn't hurt your body. But I do know people that have gotten addicted to weed, you know.
And
I
that's
think
something to be mindful of
Yeah.
for sure. But I
it's not a
have
physical addiction, though. It's not an addiction like alcohol or benzos
Right.
or coke or anything like that. It's an impulse. It's a psychological addiction. That's what
Right.
it is.
yeah.
I mean, maybe for some people it's a physical addiction, like really, really rare. But for most people, there's nothing happens when you get off it. There's no withdrawals.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that it's something to be like mindful of, just like anything new in my life. I have a treatment team that I run things by. So
You run weed by them?
yeah,
What'd they say?
whatever, you know, I went to treatment for like a relapse. I relapsed in 2019.
And it was heavy.
And it was a heavy one.
Well,
Yeah.
explain to everybody what you went through, because it's like it sounds normal,
Yeah.
but you almost died.
So I overdosed on heroin and crack the heroin was laced with fentanyl. And I OD'd in 2018. And that experience was a near-death experience for me. The doctors told me I had 5 to 10 minutes before it was too late. When they found me, I was blue. There was blood. And I had 3 strokes, a heart attack, and multiple organ failure. And I still have brain damage from it. And
What kind of brain damage?
so I have blind spots in my vision, and I also had hearing loss from everything. The blind spots are like I don't drive. I can't, unless I was on like an open dirt road and I could just like, I just don't want to put other people at risk on the roads.
like normally you see everything. Like you see everything in front of you right now?
No.
No.
So even like your face, I see your eyeballs. When I'm looking at your eyes, I see your eyes, but I don't see your nose, your mouth, or even your microphone.
What do you see? This part.
It looks like I looked at the sun.
Whoa.
You know when you're a kid and you look at the sun because someone told you not to, because I'm that kid? Yeah, it's like that. When you look at the sun and like, or even like a camera flash and it kind of goes like greenish, bluish. It's not black, but you can't see. And it's just like a blind spot that takes over kind of like everybody's bottom half of their face.
Whoa.
And so
But could you focus on someone's bottom half of their face? If they were smiling, could you look down at their teeth?
I have to look down at people's mouths when they talk.
So you only see like a stripe, like a strip of their face.
Yeah, literally just exactly where you put it. I could see the top of your fingers, but not your hand. And so for the first few months, like I couldn't read out of a book. I was so hard to, like, tweezing my eyebrows. Couldn't do that at first.
How do you live?
How do you live? Exactly. My brows are extremally important to me, so that was a huge thing.
Fabulous.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're doing a great job, whatever you could see.
Thank you. Whatever you can see. You're a savage. Oh my God. But yeah, so there was things that, and I had to ask like opinions on my outfit. Like I couldn't see what shoes went with my outfit.
Is this getting any better?
No, so it plateaued after 6 months. Like whatever it would be after 6 months after the overdose would be what it'll be for the rest of my life. And so.
And this is from the stroke. Mm-hmm. Wow. So this experience that you had, you had a heart attack, you had strokes, you have this vision issue that's going to exist for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure everyone around you then was like, hey, you got to stay the fuck away from all drugs forever. Like, this is it. Like, we almost lost you. Yeah. This could be it for your life. Mm-hmm. So how do you ease into weed from there?
So it took a lot of time.
What was the impetus? Like, what led you to do it?
What led me to do it actually was I got into recovery from my bulimia. And I thought, all right, this is an addiction I've had since I was 12. How is it that everything started at 12 for me? I was like, how is it that I've finally found recovery from this, but yet I'm still struggling with substances? I thought, well, what am I doing with food that's different? And I wasn't looking at it from a dogmatic approach, this all or nothing mentality. You know, I was eating Taco Bell and letting myself keep it down and not throwing it up anymore. And that to me was the normal person like doesn't know that of course that's what you do with Taco Bell. You let it sit. This was a new fucking idea for me. I was like, my mind was blown.
You would go on a bender, eat Taco Bell, and then just like, okay, out of the pool, boys. Blah.
Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much.
Every time you ate something terrible like that, you knew that you were going to throw it up.
Yeah. Yeah. And so when I went, after I had relapsed in 2019 on the hard stuff, I went back to the treatment center I'd gone to right after treatment. And I just said to them, I was like, I think I need to allow myself the ability to really try this middle path, and not like before when I said I was on a middle path, but really was really trying to party. Like, I mean, like, if I want to smoke, then I'll let myself smoke. And